My parents, they didn't really see it in me. Like, I used to get violent at home, but they didn't understand because they're from Italy and everything. Plus, they don't speak the language very well. So a lot of the times, they didn't understand what I was going through. It wasn't like I could approach them. And I noticed
Tony had no one to reach out to at home, and he had a lot of frustrations during his parents' divorce proceedings. He kept his emotions bottled up while he was at home, so Tony took out his aggression in school.
I didn't go looking for fights all the time, you know. When I was with that crowd, most of the time, because they were doing it a lot, you know. Plus, there was girls there, so you have to show off. So a lot of the times when I was with them, I found myself getting into those situations where I had to intimidate people.
With low self-esteem and a negative attitude towards others, Tony became the school bully. Another common characteristic among bullies is that they choose to associate with others like themselves. When Tony was 16, he found his gang. Tough friends encouraged him to beat up on a classmate, so Tony began to stalk a victim.
And I took it into the cafeteria. There was an assembly, and he was watching the assembly, so then I went up to him and I started hitting him. I had him in a headlock and I started giving him shots, and then my friends got in it, and they started hitting him too. Then after, it was broken up by the teachers and we were pulled away and we were taken into the office where I got suspended for, I think, 2 weeks or something.
That school couldn't deal with his violent behavior, so authorities sent him to another school, and Tony kept being shuffled between schools. Without steady friends, Tony found himself living the image of a tough guy. His rough boy image led to drugs, and 2 years ago, it nearly cost him his life. He was rushed to a hospital after a drug party. A nurse told him he nearly suffered a heart attack.
When I heard that I could have died, that sort of scared me, like a lot. I started hallucinating. I started seeing things that scared me, you know. So after that, I heard about this program, Caritas, and from my mom's boyfriend, and then I came in.
Tony was 17 when he joined Caritas, a Latin word meaning love. It's a 2-year program in which young men, 16 years and up, seek counseling. Partly funded through the Ministry of Health and Social Services, the clients volunteer themselves into one of 3 homes. 2 of the homes are in North York, 1 is in Orangeville. And it's here they learn how to handle their aggression and other behavioral problems.
Now we're seeing individuals who are in their late teens, early 20s, who are really, their egos are very fragile. And as such, they are very angry and are often destructive. And this way, these individuals who come in, we have to be very gentle with them. We have to gain their trust. We have to gain their respect. We have to listen to them. We have to be honest with them and firm, consistently setting good boundaries that are negotiable.
Now I could deal with my anger a little bit better. You know, I'm not as violent as before, where when I came in I was threatening people, you know. I still had the tough guy image. Now I can deal with my anger, you know. I'm able to do things responsibly. You know, I can make my bed, I can cook, I can do all those things, I can clean. So I'm becoming more independent in a way, more mature.
The heart of the program is its group therapy, and it's here that Tony learned to deal with his anger towards his family.
I talked to my dad today. Like, now my relationship with my dad's good, you know. Like, we started laughing on the phone. We started telling jokes too, you know. Like, he was so I can't say it here, when you guys, but it was nice. You know, I'm happy. I can say now that I'm happy. I noticed when I was in here, I seen a lot of things that scared me about myself, you know, and I wanted to change them. So in here, I was forced to break down the image and rebuild a new one, you know, like to reveal the real Tony.
During his 2 years at Caritas, Tony discovered that he has a talent. He drew this and had it carved. His new idols are artists like Michelangelo. Now 19-year-old Tony hopes to enter Ontario's Art College and to begin a new life.